Hey guys, it's Train Volk here, and I'm finally getting back around to doing some Street Fighter content like I said I would. So I decided to change my plans a bit. I think I'm gonna do two videos, and they're gonna be about DJ's matchups against the whole cast of the game. I'm gonna do one video about all the 5-5s that he has, and one video about the winning and losing matchups that he has. And the reason I'm doing that is losing matchups and winning matchups are going to take more time to explain. Um, the even matchups are they just kind of come down to how the game itself plays. And it's more like I want to just talk about the game as it is a little bit. But there's going to be a second video where I go into matchups where I think he definitely wins or loses them. I do want to say I don't think there is such a thing as a terrible matchup in this game, unless maybe you're playing Lily, but that's about it that I can think of. I think everyone has mostly 5-5s, and the worst a matchup ever gets is 6-4, 4-6. That's it. Um, but I wanted to make a video today. We're going to talk about the 5-5s. So, first off, Indy Shoto is a 5-5. DJ just has the tools and he has everything he needs, in my opinion, to fight against all the Shotos. I'll go into more detail maybe later in a different video because I want to make some quick anti-character stuff, Tekken stuff you may not know. But yeah, Ryu, Ken, and Luke, these are all 5-5s. They have their things that they do well. You have your things you do well. It's just about you leveraging your position to get to the good stuff about DJ and preventing them from getting to the good stuff about their characters. That's pretty much it. As far as other 5-5s in the game, let's see, it's like Honda, Blanca, Cammy, Jamie is maybe a 5-5, but that's debatable. I'll talk about that later. And then Chun-Li and Zangief. I don't want to hear from any Zangief players. This character's a 5-5. He's any character like this where they have a tool like level 3 and they do this much damage on really basic interactions. They're never out of the game. I think Zangief is a clear 5-5. There's just no way. So that leaves the only matchups that are winning or losing to be JP, Jury, Manong, Kimberly, Marisa, Rashid, and Dalsim, and maybe I'll talk about this, maybe Guile. Guile might be a losing matchup, but it's hard for me to say. That might legitimately be a case if I'm just not good enough. So, I want to talk about a few things in the meantime, and I want to talk about a few fundamental things that it seems like people are struggling with or they just do not know about this game. So, one of the things I want to talk about, because DJ fits to the category with Guile, is talking about flash kick privilege. Having a flash kick allows you to do a lot of things in terms of interruptions and reactions that you just cannot do as a DP character just because of the motion, right? All you have to do as a charge character is push up one time and then hit your buttons. DP is a little harder to do in a really clutch frame tight situation. So I'm going to show some things, and I'm going to talk about some things with the game in general, and this will kind of illustrate why, when it comes to even matchups, why I think the game is mostly in a pretty good balanced state because of mind game stuff. So I guess for a generic choice of character, let's go with Luke.
All right, let's get it.
And we're going to talk about one thing that I have hilariously been called a scrub for, despite the fact that it really is like a knowledge check thing on my end that I do to people all the time. I played Land on Viz's Metro City Mondays recently, and he was crying about the fact that I was DPing out of what he said were jailing light sequences. So, it's amazing to me that people miss this, because a lot of people early on were saying this, that you want to learn to hit confirm off 2 lights and not 3, and the reason you want to do that is because 3 lights never actually fully jail, especially against flash kicks. So we're going to record Luke here. We'll just do 3 like crouch jabs, right? Okay. So, there's no such thing as a jailing 3 light chain in this game. Anyone who tells you that has no idea what they're doing, or they're just lying to you, or they haven't labs this properly. Flash kick characters, that's Guile or DJ, they can flash kick any attempt at doing 3 lights. Now, the thing that's even more absurd is, depending on the character and depending on the animation, it seems unrealistic, but you actually can react to seeing the 3rd light come out. I'm going to try to do it here on the fly. I probably will screw it up, but we're still going to do it. So, we're going to wipe these slots, and we're going to record 1 slot, Luke walking up and doing 3 lights. Then we're going to record a second one, Luke walking up and doing 2 lights, right? So, replay. I have these both on. I have them at the same random selection rate. See this work. Oh fuck. Did I write over that? I didn't mean to. We do that. Okay. So we go to the replay here. So let's make sure it's working correctly. Okay. So I'm going to show you that you actually can in fact react to the situation. Let me record these to make sure they're the exact same kind of recording. Do a dash. So we're going to do dashes into light chains. So play. You can see I'm not quite getting it out, but in time, but even you see it says punish counter. I was blocking there. I don't know what it is, but there's something weird about lights where it may be a thing that needs to be looked into in the game. Seems like there are lights that become punishable when they shouldn't be in some situations, or depending on the kind of reversal you do. But I'll dig into that further. So I'm going to keep trying to react to this. We see it says punish counter despite the fact that the dummy is blocking ASAP. So there we go. It also might be that you might be able to simply OS this. Let me see if I can do that. Let me check. There's no way this is actually punishable, is there? Oh, wait. It's because it's on punish counter, always punish counter. That's right. That's right. I'm stupid. So anyway. You can practice this and, like, get this pretty consistently. I'm just practicing the input right now to make sure I actually get it every time I do it. So what we're going to try to do now is, like I said, we're going to try to react to the opponent doing a third light instead of simply blocking. There we go. Saw it. Yeah, I got that wrong. But as you can see, for as fast as the situation is, I'm not having that bad of a success rate. I fucked up that time. So, anyway, just wanted to show that in general, that and this is a way that you can easily chew up people who don't know any better, that you can't jail 3 lights in this game. It's actually impossible against a flash kick character. It's just not doable. So, yeah, if you get DP'd out of that and people cry you and call you a scrub, it's not scrubby at all if you know they're going to do it. Most people, they do 3 lights out of habit because they're used to being able to get away with it. But with Guile and Deejay, you can create a mind game that's not worth it for them to engage in, because they want to get more safety or pushback. So that's one reason that you want to, in my opinion, learn to confirm off 2 lights. So with Deejay, I only ever do this or this, because this can't be DP out of them anyway. I'll actually set Luke here to block reversal and do EXDP. So OD rising uppercut. Okay. Let's see here. This isn't humanly possible. So you can see it actually is theoretically possible to DP out of the light chain, but no one is going to be able to down back and then do a DP that fast to always be like light chaining. Maybe if you're a modern player, I might investigate that because I'm actually curious if you could do that. That might add to like the discourse about modern being overpowered if you could actually do that. But this is also why DJ's not that. It's like a little bit overrated in terms of up close pressure, because as you can see, he doesn't even have a lights to jail for 2 times, right? But like I said, I don't think this is humanly possible. I would be curious to see if there are people who actually do this in a real match, but I could see the only case of this happening would be modern. But you definitely give your opponent more room to do it if you do 3 lights, that's for sure. But as you can see here, if I try to do 3 lights even after a +6 jab, can't do it. So that is something that I guess people should know. I'm surprised that people don't notice that 3 lights do not jail, and they never do. And technically lights don't jail at all. It's just that flash kicks are the only thing you can do fast enough to beat them. So anyway, talking about DJ specifically now, I'm going to talk about what it is about this character that makes him competitive against most characters, why the matchups are even. So the first thing about DJ that obviously makes him strong, and a lot of people really hate this, is how much damage he gets off an EX Fireball. Next to Ken, he gets the most damage off of one in the game, and he has insane convertibility. Like, if he hits you from here, he can do that. He can do that. If he wants to spend more bar, he gets almost 30% off of EX Fireball. So he is pretty good. There's no doubt about that. And then, like, that's not even factoring into what you can do if hold on, let me see if I can do this. Like, you can do that if you don't want to spend too much bar or anything, or you can do this. Hold on. So, this no longer works after that. So, a lot of people, the DJs, they try to do that. So, what you actually want to do is just leave it there. But even if you just do it, this does a lot of damage. 3,380 damage off a EX Fireball is pretty good, even if you spend a lot for it. But it's not even that much. Hold on. Spend 5 bars, so you're not quite out, but still, that's like really good. And that also makes him dangerous in the corner because he threatens to launch you from like all the way back here in the corner where most characters can't even fight back. They have to make a jump, right? And as we know, DJ actually gets pretty good damage if he catches you jumping in the corner too. I'll get into that in a minute. So like if you do something like this, I mean, yeah, it's really not worth it for them to even try, to be honest. So yeah, his EX Fireball is good. The fake Fireball is ridiculous because a lot of players, they rely on reacting to like any flinch. They don't actually look for a specific move. They just look for a flinch to do a jump or whatever. So the thing is, the DJ can do the fake Fireball and still retain charge for DP. But even if he couldn't, he has a couple of anti-air options that are really good. So I'm going to try to record the slot of someone jumping in at me at a predictable time so I can show this. Something like that. So obviously his back medium kick. Try that again. You can do something like that. You can drive rush under you and hit you. That's useful in the corner, like if you're trying to get out of the corner. And you want to reposition yourself, you could do that. Maybe get a juggle somehow. You could also do like... just wait for that to happen, right? And as we know... if you get a clean hit, this is kind of hard because medium's not invincible, obviously. And it doesn't always want to hit. But as you know, he actually gets... He gets the double DP conversion if he hits you early in a jump with a medium jackknife, flash kick, whatever. So that's pretty good. The other thing about DJ that makes him competitive against most characters is that when he gets opening, he just does huge damage, as a lot of people have noticed. You know, he's not Barissa or anything, but he gets pretty good damage off even like stray hit confirms. So like even like this, that's pretty good damage for a button that's this fast with this kind of recovery. And like this conversion works at any range, right? You can be max range, you can hit an extended limb, you know, it's whatever. It does a lot of damage for what it is. The other thing is that his punish counters, while he does have to sometimes spend resources to capitalize on them, afford him a lot of room in certain situations. Like if he hits this all the way out here, he can still do this, even though he can't cancel. And then if you want to spend bar, you get a lot of damage. Like, this is a character where I honestly think if you get, like, ranged punish counters, it's always worth it to spend the bar. Like, even here. Hold on. This is the combo I do. Right, 28% off of a button this long in this safe is pretty good. And there are certain matchups where you hit this a lot. This is also why, especially against Shotos, he's a problem, because a lot of the Shotos, they just do not have anything to deal with this button at all. You can do a lot of spacing traps, and like especially, it's really common right now in the game for me to do like this, do fake fireball this close, and hit this. It's pretty common. But like, his 2 punished counters in range are really good. This is really good, and then obviously this is really good because you can convert it from like almost full screen. I don't know why I keep getting, I'm gonna put myself to the left here so I'm as far away as possible. So I'm gonna hit this max range. Even if you hit this max range, you can confirm off it, get big damage. There's not many characters that can threaten this kind of damage from this far away in footsies, right? Another thing about it too is that even then, you can still get pretty good confirms depending on what you want to do. If he hits you from max range, he can drive rush him and do medium punch to put you in a strike throw situation. So like so. He usually can get the full combo though, like even from out here. Let me try this. You get a full combo. So like you can choose to put them in the mix-up or not if you want to. Of course you could do the heavy Sobot there too. And that's another thing you can do, of course, is that even if you hit this, that's like easy. And you threaten the heavy Sobot +2 situation, which is one of the best things about him in my opinion. So yeah, I really enjoy this character quite a bit, and he's built really well for the game. He does have a couple of weaknesses. There are a couple of things that I don't know if they're intended weaknesses, like medium Sobot or medium flash kick, literally not being able to anti-air like Steve Angle jump-ins and stuff like that. But he has the tools to compete. Probably my favorite thing about him, and it's the thing I value in a fighting game though, is I love his damage when he punches stuff. So like if Deejay block punches anything, it hurts no matter what. Like even this. Hold on. 24% off a jab on a punch is pretty good. But his DP punch alone is insane. Like this much, most characters have to spend resources to do that kind of damage for even punching a DP, or they have to have some like specific specialized thing. They have to have a charge up of some sort, or they have to have a buff on. Deejay just like does this kind of damage for free. And if he spends bar, he does almost 40% one bar for a brain dead easy combo. And then if you want to spend more, he just does straight up 40% practically. You can do things like this too to really cash out. He also has flexibility when it comes to punishing stuff with heavies. So a link that I learned from a Hawaiian shirt man that he does a lot is he does this. Mostly because that actually gets you the best corner carry and damage for ending and flash kick here. It's not optimal for anything else, but if you want end and flash kick and push the corner, that's like your ideal link there. Or if you want to just extend it, you can do that, of course. You can do something like this. Here, let me... This is hard to do, but I'll get... I'm trying to do this into flash kick, which is pretty hard. This is really hard to do. That is very hard to do. There we go. So you can do something like this for extension. Let's see if I can even hit this. Okay, we're gonna give up on that for now. It's too hard right now. That link is too hard. But still, you can just do something like this. Yeah, his damage is extremely high, even off like the knee jump in, which at first glance appears to not really be that good. But like you can do one. That's pretty good damage considering what this jump in does to the neutral. His jump in damage is also very good because he just always gets this link here, no matter what kind of jumping he does. Even on normal hit. Maybe off lights, yeah, but like off mediums, he gets it. Off heavies, he gets it. And you get a lot of corner push and, you know, you get the idea. So, the other thing he has interesting avenues of punishment that make it hard for certain characters to do certain things they like to do. So, a character I'm actually going to use as an example is Jamie. So, it's a really common thing in this game for Jamies to do like crouching medium kicks spaced out to the first hit of Rekka because it's safe against like 95% of the cast. But it's not safe against Deejay at all. So let me... Okay. So... There we go. Alright, so let's turn this on. Try to get this. So it's -6, right? So EX flash kick is 6 frames. So what is normally a very like common habit for Jamies, you just shut this down altogether. A lot of characters can't do this. You just get to do it every time. I think you can even do a meterless punish. Let me see. Yeah, you can even just do this. And then if he's cornered, check this out. So, yeah, Jamie really can't do that ender he typically does. The same thing can, like, apply to, like, Lily, for example. It's kind of why Lily sucks against Deejay. So I'll have Lily do the classic. So. Oh, right. Okay. So is my say. And you can push it from all the way out there if you block it. She will always be punishable no matter how this is spaced out. It sets like from out there. Now if she's out there though, check this out. Let's see if I get this right. This is some like Discord shit. See if I can get this to work. This is hard to do, but obviously, I mean, you can do this if nothing else, like everyone else. It gets big damage, but like you can kind of react to any attempt to even do this all together and just like DP out of it. It doesn't really matter. See if I can do mirrorless out of this. No, okay. So you have to EX out of that, but like she can't ever do that as an ender unless she's like at tip max range, and that can be like a bit of a problem for her, right? Let me try something else here. Okay, yeah. So the point is, you can always EXDP a lot of safe enders in this game. Let me try to find something else I can think of. Okay, we'll do Ryu. Ryu.
All right, I'm ready.
So this is like a thing that will knock Ryu down the tier list eventually once people figure it out, because I think most characters will be able to do this. So crouching medium kick fireball is not safe at all. So let's look at it first, the frame data. So it's -9, punch counter, max range. Can't do it from there, right? But we can do this. See if I can get this to come out. So, the annoying thing about it is it does jail, but if the Ryu is anything but max range, you can punish this every time you see it come out. You can just react to this. So, I don't know, because I haven't labbed it, if Guile's slash kick is this punish flexible, but Deejay's is. And so that is kind of interesting, because that's one of the ways that he equalizes a lot of matchups in the game, is that he throws off a lot of habits. Like, he throws off the rhythm of a lot of people, which is kind of interesting. It kind of fits the way his character is meant to work. Let's see if I just do this. No. So, let's see if I can do this. Yeah. So it jails, but like if it jails, like at max range, I don't think it jails. Let me see. Yeah. So at max range, it doesn't jail. And you can punish it with the DI. But at any other range, if you see that and you block it, you just flash kick and it punishes it. Another character I can show this off with, and this is actually really important, is against Ken. So Ken cannot Jinrai kick ever against DJ if DJ is a bar, or enough for an EX move. So fuck, hold on. Let me redo this. So I'm trying to remember how to do this move now. Sorry. Yeah. So there is that. Fuck. What is it? Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, the overhead. And then just straight up doing this by itself. Unblock. So I'll get to the medium version. I know I did all heavies. I just want to be thorough here. So punish. Punish. So this is the only time he has to do heavy Jinrai. And yeah, so he has to do heavy Jinrai in the first place, which leaves a gap open, right? So let's go. What people typically do is a lot of people don't even know this deep into Ken. So what they do is they do medium Jinrai. So let's record those options now. Fuck, hold on. Sorry, YouTube recording red light fucking freeze up. So this is all punishable on reaction. Hold on. It's all punishable. So that's also a big deal because that disrupts a huge part of Ken's game plan, especially like any rank pre-master. A lot of really good Kens will not do this much, but against Deejay, they really can't ever do it unless they do heavy into the low. That's their only jailing option that they have, and it's not even like a big reward because it kind of works against them. Because, like, for example, so let's say he actually does that, right? So I'm going to delete these. We're going to do heavy jump right kick into low. So okay. So you get hit by it, he's +3. So a lot of Kens, what they do is they just immediately do another crouching medium kick, right? So we're going to record that sequence now. Okay. Now we're going to play that. Oh, it didn't record properly. Fuck. Shit is so annoying. Okay. You can just parry it, and you get pushed out quite a bit. And of course, there's the option to perfect parry if you're good enough. Let me try to do this. Oh wait, what am I doing? So you can always perfect parry out of this situation here. And then, let me show you this. Hold on. So you can obviously perfect parry this. But yeah, as you can see, it's not a very good situation. Another thing you can do out of this situation is DJing. That's kind of fucked up. I want to see if I can pull this off. This is a thing you can do, I promise you. So if I fail at it, just like ignore it. So if you're like at max range here, you can actually sway out. Even if you block it. You punish counter, you know. So the thing is, on defense, he just has a lot of really threatening options where he has a lot of ways to disrupt your flow of play. He's like a very anti-flow charting character. Another example of this, of a character that gets away with something on block all the time, would be Jury. I'm going to show this off too. And maybe you'll just learn something in general watching the stuff, because I know a lot of people, they do not know the stuff about playing DJ. So we're going to record light, medium, and heavy Fuha, crouching medium kick. Okay. So Once again, we're going to be able to react, punish this every time, even if it's spaced out. There's no way for her to make this safe. You can just kind of like timing OS this. You can timing OS this, like do it at the same time every time, because the heavy is slow, it'll just get interrupted, right? So as you can see, you can punish her no matter what in that situation. A lot of characters can't do that, so that's like a very important thing that he's able to do. So yeah, like those are the three big things to me. Is he has top 3 zoning, and he gets a really huge reward, like exorbitant reward for EX Fireball and Neutral, which is really good. His damage is extremely high. His punish options are flexible, and his defensive options are really good because EX Jackknife is just insane at punishing a lot of. Like I said, it's like things that people just do as a habit, even at the highest level. They have to think about doing those things. And that really puts people in the back foot a lot of the time. So yeah, that was just like a thing I wanted to talk about or share today. So this is just me, like I said, talking about why I think he does well in his even matchups. The video talking about his losing and winning matchups is going to be much more detailed. I'm going to actually have tech in those videos for fighting those characters if there is any tech to be had. And then I think I'm going to do kind of a cheat sheet combo video. I'm just going to make a video for what is a practical, more than good enough combo for every situation with Deejay. If you just want to like get started playing immediately, you don't like get lost in the weeds of all the intricacies of his combo game or something. So anyway, that's it for this video. And yeah, one of those 2 videos will be next. Let me know what you want to see next. If you want to see the good and bad matchups video, or if you want to see the combo cheat sheet video. But thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.